Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire 2. I hope you're all well. Now today we've got some serious plans. As you can see, this has been added. So what I've done, I've been looking through and ways to better do my lines here. So I've got a four-way gridiron, so I've just been bringing the stations out. And I've actually connected Bradley Station and Manchester using this. It's been quite costly. It costs about 300,000 to get this one in with the four-lane gridiron as well. And I started the next go towards Birmingham as well. But today we're going to work through our lines and tidy them up a bit, reduce them down, and we're going to start some larger freight and also passenger-only lines because the way we have it at the moment is not that beneficial. Yes, we're making good money, but it's not enough. I'm going to let it play really, really slowly here, and I think the one on this line actually is going to need some kind of refuel because it only goes from these two anyway. So I'm going to start with every single line here, and we're going to look at how it is. So it goes from Armstrong Station into Holyhead, into Farrell's Rest, into Liverpool, into Reese's Rest, back into Liverpool, and then back into Farrell, and then back into Holyhead. That's what we need it to do. So that's the route. I think that's how you do it. And that has got two trains. It's quite a big route. For at the moment, we're keeping that. So it's kind of acting as if, to be fair, that we'd need both one singular. I think what we'll do, actually, so we'll go one singular freight, and then we will go one singular passenger from Holyhead all the way to York, and we'll get it to stop at just these stations here. I think that's a great idea, and that's how we're going to start to do it. There's no passengers at the moment going from these two, and I think that just needs to be singular. We'll keep it as two at the moment. And then what we need to do is go from Holyhead to Liverpool, to Manchester, York. And this is going to be Firefly, and it's going to be express only. And we're going to have one train that does that for now. And then we'll move that onto two when we want to. There's one there. And let's work on these other ones here. So we've got Birmingham, Newell, Bristol, and Easton. And then I've been told that they need to click back onto Bristol, then Newell. So we're going to keep this one as probably mixed for now. Although Birmingham's getting pretty out of hand. We might need to just, yeah, let's not clog it up too much. Then we'll move on to the next. So what have we got here? Birmingham, Liverpool. Let's not be like that, eh? I'm busy here. We still owe quite a bit of cash too. What do we owe here? Yeah, a fair bit. 1.1 mil. So yeah, I don't want to spend too much. I know that we're buying in the trains here. What I am doing in this episode is purely tidying up. But thank you for obviously joining me as always. You are awesome. And keep any tips coming if you do have them as well. This one. So, what's this one doing? Birmingham to Liverpool. And it's a rocket still, actually. That's bad. So we can change that to a Firefly. No, we don't have the money. We can change it to an Adler for now. A little bit quicker, isn't it? And suitability is mixed, so that's fine. And then we'll move. So we did that one. Bradley to Manchester. I basically want to try and increase these. So if they're pointless, like see this Bradley to Manchester, it's a bit of a waste having freight only doing that. So what I should do is then get a singular. So Bradley, Manchester, York, and Wensley should be included, and have a mixed. So if I go have let's go Firefly. We can't afford it. Speed it up a little bit then. Or I could just include these anyway. Yeah, because we've got the passenger train, right? That can be one freight. So we keep it at the Derwent. One train, and it does this route and then back. So Wensley, back to York, back to Manchester, back to Bradley. Perfect. Train lines runs without direction. It's because we haven't got a directional route on this track, and it's because it causes issues here. I don't think it matters too much. We're going to utilize that, giving us money. What's this one doing? That's just between here. So we are actually going to bin this one out. And we've got covered with passenger to these ones now, and we're covered with freight to these two. So that's good. And then we're going to move on, because we've got a lot of routes here, as you can see. And some aren't profitable, which we want to get away from. That's the one we just did, isn't it? So it's taking sugar for York here. It's the first lot of sugar to go in there. Perfect. And then we've got Douglas train station to London. I think that's just these. This literally tiny route here is pretty damn pointless, if I'm honest. But it's not pointless. It's giving us goods to trade in there. But we should make use of another one here. So we could connect across to O'Reilly here. Or Gallagher's. Gallagher's might be a good idea. We can use our gridirons that we've got in place on these to kind of connect into them as well. Might need to come back to that one. At the moment, it's pretty good. It is actually bringing in wool for Oxford, so it brings it to London, and then from London, pretty sure that's what it's doing. Yeah, that is. Okay, we'll leave that one for now. It's losing us money at the moment, but Dover, Cambridge. Dover, Cambridge. So we've got a mixture here, and this is only doing a short trip here. So what I want to do is actually change it to have a passenger only going Oxford, London, Cambridge, Dover. Or do we leave it actually? We have the mixed going to Dover anyway here with 2 trains. Tell you what, that's making us money at the moment, so we'll leave that. See these 2? So what's this one doing then? Overcomplicated, isn't it? So this one goes from Edward.
Your trains are not running too smoothly. Why don't you improve your maintenance?
Nothing wrong with my maintenance, thank you. There's no breakdowns. I don't know why you're saying that. We got good money though since we've been doing this anyway, so we are fine. We do make a fair chunk. But yeah, Edward stop into the Edward train station that we made, into Bristol, into Newell, but it's got to go via Ameson into Birmingham, back into Newell, back into Bristol, back into Edward. Yeah, that's it. Cool. And that should be... I think I have a better idea. Yeah, that one should be freight only. We did originally do that. There's tracks without direction. Oh, that's just these 2, the way they're connected. That's fine. And then what we want is the Plymouth ones. So we're going to check on the Plymouth runs here. Let's click on the railway line instead. We can see what trains are running on that. There we go. O'Brien to Bristol. So this one is actually O'Brien, Plymouth, Bristol. And then we want that actually going to Newell. There's only 1 train, and it is a rocket at the moment, so let's change that up to a... Let's go to an Adler, because it is mixed at the moment. We'll keep this on a... Nah, see, I could do freight only here. And we're going to load only freight. So O'Brien, Plymouth, Bristol, Newell. That could go all the way to Birmingham. No, we can't do that, so we'll keep it at that. And then we're going to add in a new passenger train, and that's going to go Plymouth, Bristol... Can that not get across to Birmingham from here? Weird how it works, you know. Tell you what, let's bin that one off then. Let's open these back up. Alright, just keep an eye on research actually. So what can we do here? Increase the reliability of locomotives. Allow a rail line to use the caboose, increasing the efficiency of all employees. Dining car increases ticket prices by 25%. I'm not sure how we unlock these. As soon as technology has been unlocked after 1840, the good type paper can be requested by cities. I think you've got to unlock these before you can get into this. So we are going to start doing this then. We're going to increase ticket prices for the mail car thing there. Dinner car, sorry. And let's open these back up. So there's still quite a lot to do. Yeah, look at this. They're already increasing revenue from these too, which is great. Dover, Cambridge. So we changed that one. We didn't mess with that one, but it's got good money, you know. I can already see the money getting better. But what do we have here? The mayor of the city has contacted your office. The industry is currently in poor condition. Investor is being sought to take over. Yep. We'll take the meat industry from you from Birmingham. And let's get back into this. So we got down to here, didn't we? Edward stop. We did Holyhead to York. What's this one doing? So that's passenger. 1 Firefly Express. That's that one. Yeah, see, that's perfect. So it's getting across to all of those. Let me edit that one and just double check it. Holyhead, Liverpool, Manchester. So yeah, it does from west to east. West to east. Cool. James stop to London. What's this one doing? Yeah, see this? James stop to Oxford to London. This is a freight only. This could go one step further. I'll tell you what we'll do is connect Dolly Terminal into Cambridge, and we'll run this one down into that. So we will do that. So that's freight only doing that one. Do we need another oil tanker over here, maybe? We're still making great money, so I think that's fine. Yep, I'll just pop one on this line here.
It seems your trains are not running too
I wish you'd stop saying that. My trains are running absolutely fine.
Improve your maintenance?
Or we could take that down to Dover. I think coming into Cambridge, because we have a lot of trains, you know? A lot of trains. Probably too much. Look at this one now. Holy crap. Why is that making so much money? Is it because I clicked them? Okay, you're a legend for telling me that. It looks like we're making so much more money because of that. What's the issue here? Breakdown. That's the one he's telling me about then. So McLean to Sligo. Oh, okay. We've got just these 3 in here. So I think if we get... We'll just build a maintenance depot over here to fix that train up. That's making us some cash, so we don't mind that one. Let's go money-wise. What have we got? So 3 big earners here. Birmingham to Newell, Armstrong. Okay, and then what we can do is just check out which one isn't making us money then for now. And it's just this one, but that is working in the long run. Maybe we connect in Douglas. Is London growing? So that is the question. London, how are we doing? Dover, how are we doing? 46,000, looking good. Is there oil needed? No, we do have one there, so that's fine. And let's check in what we bought here then. Recently acquired this industry. Yep. The warehouse allows goods to move from one train to another. I know. You recently acquired this industry. So, the profit is horrendous on this meat industry. Why is that then? Why is that meat industry so bad? Swansea is also meat. Alright, this Scully Terminal one, it goes Scully, Walsh, Birmingham, back to Walsh, back to Scully. That's what we need to do. So it does always pick up. That's the G&M American Freight as well. Just looking, I really want to know why my meat industry is so bad over here then, the one we bought. Production stopped. Are we making too much? Why does that not make money? Maybe we need a freight to go up. So let's go into the Birmingham tracks here. Let's just double check what we've got going on here. So let's focus on what we're doing. So Birmingham, we've got 2 stops there. We have 2 there. Birmingham to Liverpool. Birmingham to Liverpool. What's this one doing? A mix. Birmingham, Bradley, Liverpool, Bradley, Birmingham. Let's do that so it is correct. That's a mixed Adler, 1 train. And it seems to be just doing passengers. And then we've got Oxford to Birmingham. Very mixed, that one. So yeah, we need to kind of separate them out, right? So we could do with 1... Yeah, so we're going to copy this route. So it goes so Oxford, London, Cambridge, Knowles, Birmingham, Knowles, Cambridge, London, Oxford. It's like a loop, right? And we've got 2 trains mixed on that one. I think what we need to do, just confirm that a second, and then we're going to change this, the G&M American, and we're going to make that freight only. Then we're going to get a passenger train. Hopefully we can still do this. Cambridge, London, Oxford. We're going to 1 passenger train on this one as a Firefly. Press only. Boom. And we need to edit that actually and go back. Back to London, Cambridge, Birmingham. No stops elsewhere. Perfect. And then... Sorry, I know there's a lot of train stuff here. We do need to bin out some of these others. So what's this one doing? James stop to Cambridge. A lot of beer for Oxford. Okay. James stop, Oxford, London, Cambridge, London, Oxford, James stop. We need to make sure we're clicking them right. And we can upload that to 2. Birmingham to Cambridge now is express only. So that's our first one for this then. Let's have a look. How are we doing? Our first lot of passengers here. Very, very full actually. And it looks like it's heading straight for London here. Yep. Passengers straight out to London. Cool. And this is increasing, so yes, we are fixing things. Perfect. There is a lot to tidy up though. I am well aware of that. But I do think, we can't bid on that, I do think having the express only is a great idea. And I really want to bolster my lines here to have more than just the 2. So like we did over here, we've got the 4. Bradley Station's pretty hefty right now. It's got 4 ready to rumble, and we could connect that in. Birmingham still has the 2 here because I want to bring in Swansea. What have we got here? Small breakdown. Okay, how's Holyhead looking? Get rid of that. 68,000. Impressive. And we've got Farrell's Rest, so that's good. As research now, we should have enough for another. What's next? Quality of Saboteur? No. Allow our airline to use a refrigerator, increases freight revenue on groceries. We haven't got that many groceries. Maintenance requirements on the locomotives to reduce. That's perfect. Let's have a look here. 91,000 per week still as well. We're looking good. I have an idea. This really isn't making us that much money, right? So I'm actually going to bin this one off. And I'm going to remove, I'm going to bulldoze Edwards Station here. And I'm going to get rid of all of this. Right? I'm not going to connect into a Meson here. I'm going to keep that three-way gridiron for now. That's fine. And what I'm actually going to do is go into Bristol here. I'm going to have to keep the time pause. We've got plenty of money to play around with because of that. And I'm going to go... Right, we just need to remember that these two railways, 3 railways are in the middle there, but that's fine. We can play around with these. Let's get rid. There we go. And we'll go back in. And with these can be demolished. And we're going to bring the rail out to be in line with these. So we're going to go 1. Time for the tidy up, you know. It's important that we get on top of this right now. Let's see if we can gridiron that one. We need to demolish the other one. Hopefully I can gridiron that. Perfect. And there's our 4-way gridiron now. What that does mean is I can use Edward's stop just to bring straight into this now. And that means I don't need to go via a Meson station anymore, and we can bring that straight into Birmingham. That's my plan. Because this is ugly too. This should have just been a 4-way right here. But that's fine for now. And, right, so what we're going to do then with that in place, we're going to need to make sure we have these going the right direction again. Firstly, 1, 2, and then we're going to work on this one here. So we're going to have to go back into a Meson. So the singular lane for a Meson should be just fine. Let's demolish out that. That's costing us loads anyway. And let's go back into here. We'll build that one. And we will get the second lane going. Do we need it? Yeah. Get the second lane going in, because actually we can go all the way down to Dover from Bristol. Passenger train. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's get the gridirons back in. I'm starting to understand the actual railways a little bit better now. And what we need to do is make sure we're on top of these again. So the lines that we had from a Meson. Should have been a train available. Let's check the Bristol one. O'Brien to Newell's stop is our main one. Cool. And then we had... Cool. Okay, so we can go new train line then. We can now use a Meson correctly into Bristol. Did this wrong. It should be connected to those. See, this is all part of the plan. We're meant to do this. This is meant to come down into that one. Absolutely fine. And then we should be able to grab the one next to it. Straight into that one. Nice and cheap. We got the gridiron in, and let's get these on the right way. Either way, it shouldn't matter. And then we should be able to bring in a Meson, a Bristol. I'm going to change this. We're going to go Bristol, a Meson, Price, Gallagher's, Dover, and back. And that is going to be freight only. Okay? That's going to be a G&M American, 1 train. Because of the single lane here, so that's absolutely fine. What's that one? Price Station to Dover. That's our train we just made, was it? Oh no, that's this one. So we can get rid of this one as well now. So we can bin off that and we'll have a longer freight. Cool. And now we got the longer one from here. So that should be going down now and taking some stuff. Perfect. No, that's... Did I have that as mixed? I did. You know what? I'll leave that as automatic for now. So if there's no goods to take, they will take people. Perfect. We're over 1 million. Look at this. Apps. Oh, 110,000 per week now. So this all did pay off tidying up. So clearing off that, the only one we need to incorporate now is Edward Stop. But I'm just going to connect that one into the gridiron. So I'm just literally going to go from here. Single lane into Edward Stop here. Spin that off, sorry. Let's try that again. Edward Stop into the gridiron here. Perfect. There is a big bridge, but this one is not staying like that. That's too costly right now. I'm going to speed it up. We're making really good money here, so I don't want to tunnel either, so I want to try and get this as reduced as possible. 240,000 is fine. 62 mile per hour there, though. And there we go. I've managed to put a little nugget in there, so that is a max speed all the way through, and we will build that one. And what that now means is we can get, as Bristol got, here's the plan. What's it got? So we're going to go into a warehouse now in Bristol. And I'm also going to get something else. We've got a bit of a dispatch going through here. So it would make sense to have Post office from this station is what I'm going to go with. We don't need a maintenance post, so that's fine. And I'm sure this is going up. And then I'm just going to bring in... We've got the Birmingham line. Let's have a look what we have here. We've got this random Birmingham, Newell, Bristol, Ameson.
A breakdown?
Bristol, Newell, Birmingham.
Could it be that you don't have your technology under
I don't
control?
think Ameson needs to be included in this. So we're going to get rid and we're going to go to Edward. And then back. Because it's got its own cattle anyway, I believe. Industry. So we're going with that. That's actually a Firefly Express. I don't think it needs to be that either now. We're now going to change this one to a G&M American, one train, and it's going to load freight only. Beautiful. Might be some long wait times. We're reducing the amount of trains here, so there's less upkeep anyway, so we should see that being pretty good. And there we go. And next on the list, I know there's a lot of fiddling about, but I'm hoping this is now really, really tidy. Let's check in on the money here. They're all bringing in money, apart from James Stop and Oxford, which is loading. This is just our... Where's that one going? James Stop and Oxford. Oh no, that one will be making money. It's just because it was going on the track. You can see a lot of trains on the track here, but I think with the way we have it, there's a four-way there. That should be fine. And then we can get in a four-way up to Knowles Station as well, which would be good. That means they can get across this strip without any trouble. And then we can look at getting some of the Walsh and Scully, so Dover across to these two. Alright, so that is a good one. This is going to be costly. This is going to cost us an absolute fortune. But there's got to be a way we can do this, right? If we can bring this in and around less bridges, but a big curve though. To be honest then, I might just save that and bridge over. That is probably going to be okay anyway, right? Spin it out. Let's see if there's a better way of doing this. How's that? Max speed. Cool. And then I don't even think we need so much bridge there. That's not bad. I will pay 382 for that. That's a really, really good link. And I want the second one. Another 200. And let's get a gridiron on this. So this is going to be its own freight between the two. This is just all to try and increase the capacity of Dover. Alright, so we're going to have one coming in. Dover is now quite a big station, and the plan is now to grab in one more track, and it's going to be freight from Walsh Terminal to Scully Terminal to Dover. And I don't need to click any more for that, I don't think. And this is going to be a G&M American freight only. Perfect. And now that should hopefully load up with fruit for Dover. Beautiful. Lots of trains. I know. We did clear out one or two that were bugging me though. And I'm really happy with clearing out this bit actually. This looks a whole lot better. Next up we'll be tidying this one up as well. So we ideally could just make this a four-way. And then just connect it straight into that. Kind of pointless using those two lanes for that one. Depends if we want that though. Birmingham now has citizens decline. 3 industries from 90,000 though, so what's the issue here? What are you missing now? They're not getting wood in? Could be. Meat for Birmingham. Is it because we bought this meat industry and it's not doing anything? What's that one? Meat for Plymouth. We're getting a nice big freight down to Plymouth now as well, which is fantastic. So let's have a look here then. Let's check in on our industry. Meat industry. So horrendously bad here. I don't know why Birmingham's struggling so much. Is it because it's getting it from everywhere else? It's tempting just to demolish out and change the industry. I don't think it needs it. And we're hemorrhaging money from that. Alright, we got these 200 research points. Let's grab in the efficiency of all employees here. And what we're going to do in Birmingham is we are going to demolish the meat industry. Because we are hemorrhaging money from that. And we are going to bring in a new production. And I'm thinking dairy. So I was looking. Do they get the milk in? I'm sure they do. Current delivery by train. 16. We need bigger deliveries of these. I think we need to buy in these ones. How much does it cost? I'm going to start a bid on this fruit one because I want to double the amount we can get from this. We're not producing enough fruit.
You bought
Okay,
something at
cool. So
auction.
we are now the owner of this Walsh farmstead, which we can resize. Oh, it's already at level 2. So to go to level 3 is 779,000. Now, I'm going to leave Birmingham with just the clothing industry at the moment. We're actually losing population, which is annoying. And it's all because we need to get in one of these, and we're not getting our basics. We need to find a way of getting corn in. So let's go into O'Brien Stop here. Can we get in? There it is. O'Brien Stop to Newell. What is this one?
Meine Güte. You
This
should
is...
invest a little more in the maintenance of
Be
your
quiet.
trains.
We can get this one over to Birmingham and then back. And what we'll do... No, let's move that. Yeah, I'm gonna increase this to 2 trains. And that is going to be then corn to Birmingham. Let's go 2. That is a great idea. What's the problem here? We have a breakdown, that's fine. What's Plymouth got in it? It does have a maintenance depot, so that's cool. Have we got refueling stops? We've got one there. Salt mine near Carlisle, we're not grabbing that. I am going to start buying up businesses though, and I think I want this corn industry down here too. So privately owned, how much is that? 272. Okay. I want to check in on this in a week or two and see if that actually improves. We're actually worth nearly 16 million now, but we do owe quite a bit of money still. I don't know if we've got to pay it off in one. It doesn't seem to be going down. Or do you owe it after that amount of time? York appears to be growing though. 35,000. How's Dover? 47,000. Amazing. It's going to take a while to get this one up, but this should. We just need some cows. Wood. We have no wood over here. So how do we get that across? Newell Stop. Newell Stop. GameStop should be getting to Dover as well. We do have that one. Have a look. No. Ah, okay. So this is freight only from James, Oxford, London. Do we include Dover in that one? And then I think we do. So we go Dover. Let's get rid of Dover. This goes to Cambridge, down to O'Reilly, down to Dover, and back. So this is a nice long one, but we're going to make that 2 trains too. I think that's going to be good. So Dover can get even more in, hopefully. Some cows from over here, potentially, we'll see. Although we're doing that from a Meeson, aren't we? That's okay. We can have 2 freights going into Dover. We want this one because it is our task here. We're getting quite close to that, so that's going to be... We're close to that one. What's this? Use 200 trains at the same time. We only have 22. Fulfilled. Increased value of company. We're at 16.5 million, and that's halfway as well. And connect 22 cities. So connecting 22 cities is pretty much all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, literally all of them. So... We've got to have a train. Oh no, we've got Swansea over here, so not quite done. We must not forget about that, actually. But that is going to be for the next episode. That is going to be where we end this one out, guys. It's been absolutely crazy changing everything up, but we have managed to bring the balance up by about 20,000 per week, so that's awesome. As always, if you have enjoyed, smash that thumbs up for me. If you are new around here, please do consider subbing to the channel as well. We are well on our way to 5,000, so your help would be massively appreciated. As always, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.